Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. I'm outside in Florida enjoying the nice weather. Getting pretty hot here, getting into summer now. So, what I want to talk about on the charts, let's start with the 6 day. That's big. The main deal here, and I'm sure if you guys have been looking at the 6 day, you kind of realize, last time we had a deep anchor wave with the dot below was back here when we were in the green. This worked out pretty well. You did have your black swan event there, but it started, it was long term a very good buying opportunity. Here, same deal. So last two times, it worked out relatively well. It marked the bottom in December 2018. Now, when something works twice in a row pretty well, that either means it's going to go again or it's not going to work. It could be like this. It could be like over here. This is our 2014 bear market scenario where, it signaled as soon as this confirmed, it was basically a nice short signal, just come right back down. But then you had a little blip upward. This was a different time, very small market cap, more volatile times than today. So yeah, this would be kind of like today if we went up to like 40K and then came right back down. So this is a choppy area. Now, we're exactly how we were at this dot, in terms of money flow. This dotted red line signals where the money flow is right now. So we're exactly right there. And it does seem like we're kind of not hitting the bottom yet. And one of the main reasons why is, if we turn on our 200-week moving average, every time right here, August 15, kind of at our bottom. Well, it didn't go back that far, at least not in this chart. But really, let me show you kind of the this signaled the bottom in December 2018. Kind of the bottom in our pandemic dump. It just wicked right back up. Really, it was the 300-week moving average there. Now, we didn't even get close to this point. I feel like what could happen, and this is our main scenario, we come up a little bit higher here from the green dot or something. Maybe we come to mid-30s, and then we have a gradual dump down into, October, September. That would be aligned with 2014. That would line up with 2014 into 2015. A few more months of carnage, and then we're towards the bottom, right around the low 20s. It would probably be, at that point, 23, 24K. I've been talking about 24K a lot. So, in these bear markets, it's kind of, just boring times. You don't really get an outcome. You don't make money as quickly. There's trading, kind of what I do. Those are other ways to do it. But if you're just a long-term, buy it and forget about it, you're going to have to buy it and forget about it for a little while, typically. And my internet's kind of cut out here. So hopefully this will come back here. We're out by the pool right now. Okay, so now we're good. So, yeah, monthly, your red X confirmed. Okay. Last time, worked out pretty well. Time before this, it came down a bit farther. It was about a 55% dump all the way down. We've already come down about there to there, 40%. So you could come down a bit more. You could have another leg down. Kind of the same thing in 2014, comparing it to that bear market. See, you came down, then you had one last leg down. I have a feeling it's going to maybe play out a little bit more like that. The Fed doesn't seem like they're getting pretty ruthless. It doesn't seem like they're holding up just yet. It seems like we may have a few more months. We could theoretically bottom out and then rally up in August for, a couple months there, 2 months there, to make things be a little bit better for midterms for the Democrats, maybe. I could see that happening. The rumor is Powell doesn't like Biden as much as he likes Trump, so that's why he's putting the interest rates down. So, let's look more short term right now. What are we looking at short term? Let's move our spiral lines down here, so we can see what's happening. Daily, you're about to get a red dot. So kind of conflicting information. You're about to get a red dot in the daily, but you have a green dot in the 6 day. Also, your 12-hour curving upward. I'd say that's a little bit more bullish. Your VWAP's trying to come up here. Same type of deal in the 16-hour curving up. That looks not bad. And you're in the green, and your VWAP's curving up in the 8-hour. So a bit more bullish, in my opinion, on these lower time frames, 6-hour especially. That's the same as the 8-hour. 4-hour, green dot, and you're coming up here. So, short term, I could definitely see us. I would try to do a little scalp short off of this area right here. But short term, I could see us pumping back up to 31 or something. Definitely, that's in the cards. Your hour looks a little bit more bearish, but your 30-minute, that looks pretty good. You're coming back into the green there. So, It's an interesting trading time. A lot of conflicting stuff right here. Look at your spiral line right here. You're getting bearish divs as you're hitting this point. So in all likelihood, you're going to come down a few hundred more dollars over here. I do have a scalp short entry in right now. If you're interested in that, link in the description below through my exclusive Discord. Some of my trade entries, stop losses, take profits. Not right 100% of the time, but we've had some really, really good trades in there. So yeah, if you're interested, check that out. So that's Bitcoin. Be careful trading in this environment. There's signs showing we could go up here. There's signs showing we could go down here with the daily. Gut instinct, we are in a bit of a bearish trend. Obviously, we're still in a bearish trend. We do have a record-breaking, what some people have been talking about, especially Ben Cowan, record-breaking, 10 weeks in the red here. We're due to come back into the green, but I could still see us, getting a red week or two. So it could really go either way, with this, this VWAP coming up. This is it's an interesting time for crypto. It's definitely an interesting time for crypto. I do have some, there's a swing long position that's been in for a half a minute now. Some shorts have done really well, locked in profits for that. One of them, just waiting for next thing to happen. ETH, let's look at too, because obviously in this environment, ETH has not been performing as well as Bitcoin, and that's typically in bear markets. Altcoins bleed against Bitcoin. The paper hands, they let go of the altcoins, but not the real big hands let go of. Don't let go of Bitcoin. So yeah, let's look at the logarithmic scale here. This would make this weekly looks pretty bad. This would give towards the 2014 scenario where you're going to come deeper. You're just getting close right here to your zero line. You're going to come deeper. You're going to come deeper in the red, and you're going to bottom out. How long is it? 17 weeks about. So that could be another 3-4 months of carnage, basically, from where we are approximately right now. That'd make us bottom out in July or June, July, August, September, something like that. September. That could be the bottom out place. Obviously, when people look at this, they're going to get kind of scared. I would say we're kind of at this area. We kind of had our dumps. It would probably be something like this to this. But think about it this way. Ethereum was not what it is today. The most I could see us really coming down is probably like 30 to 40%, probably half of 70% there. So if we come down, 30%, it's 1,200. And, we could hold up a little bit better in these numbers. Probably worst case scenario, maybe around 1,000 or there. I do think there's a decent shot in that you could hold, 15, 1,600. Obviously, if you've been trading long enough, that anything could happen here. I mean, we could easily, say we rally up a bit with this potential green dot about to print. We rally up to, 2,400. Then from there, we could dump down 35% for 15. That could happen, August, September. So it could be like that. I don't think we're going to get any crazy, scary away $1,000 Ethereum. I think it's more of a scenario like that. But the main point I'm making here is that this is indicative that we're not, we haven't hit the bottom yet. And not to bore you too much, as always, it pretty much looks a lot like Bitcoin. Your 6-day, you didn't get the green dot just yet. So I would say Ethereum definitely looks a little bit more bearish than Bitcoin, at least at the moment, especially with the red dot in the daily. And your 8-hour kind of generally looks the same. 6-hour generally looks the same. We're still in the red, so a bit more bearish in that view. 4-hour, you didn't get that green dot just yet, so that's why I'm a little bit more bearish on Ethereum. I do have a short for that in right now. We'll see what happens with that. So that's what I'm looking at. If you're interested in that trade, again, link in the description below through exclusive Discord. And the last thing that kind of tells us we haven't hit the bottom yet, look at your weekly here. The last time the weekly, and this is a total market cap, last time weekly total market cap was at this point right here. Look at the money flow. You came down a good amount more. You came down another approximately 50%. So approximately 50% down from kind of where we are right now. This would be bad. I don't think we're going to go down this much because you have the blue chips, you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum. But I could see you coming down, testing this general area as a bottom. And this could happen in a few months, August, September, testing that $1 trillion market cap. And, my main view on before why I thought we would bottom out quicker is because I thought we would test that $1 trillion market cap. We got kind of close to it, 1.07, but we test that $1 trillion market cap quicker. Now it's more, we're just waiting for that to happen. If we go sideways here, I do think with this, drop down, you would get deeper in the red as that happens. So maybe we could just go sideways, kind of like this a little bit. If you make this out to be like this, that would be kind of the case. You repeat. So say this right here, this bar is like this bar right here. So you kind of come down a bit more where we are right now. Say we're right here approximately, I don't know. You come down another 21%. And what's the timeline on this? This was from May to July. So May, June, July, about 2 months. You bottom out in 2 months here. August or something. June, July, August, something like that. And you come down, 10, 20% around there. You bottom out at that point. I could see that definitely happening, kind of a repeat of something like that. And it wouldn't be the worst case because, Bitcoin may just come down a little bit lower. We tested 25, maybe we come down and test that 200-week moving average. That would be the most likely scenario, kind of in my opinion right now, and that would be different from any previous cycle, which history never really repeats itself exactly. So I could kind of see that happening. Where would ETH go in this circumstance? It'd probably go 16, 1500, what I'm thinking. So a few months, that would be a great buying opportunity. I know CryptoFace is getting a little bit more bullish. He's saying 30K isn't the worst place to get in. I fully agree. I think at this point or any price below this long term is pretty excellent. You may get to the low 20s, and I think you probably will, but still, that's only 30% down from where we are right now. Even if you go down to an Armageddon scenario like 15, 16K, that's only 50% down. We're in crypto. That doesn't really bother us too much. We start to worry when we're 98% down. So that's one of those things. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little update. In terms of altcoins, they're probably going to get hammered with everything else if this does happen, especially altcoins. Ethereum are going to continue to get hammered. I like a lot of altcoins, sub $10 billion market cap, especially stuff you can earn a lot of interest on if you're going to be buying right now, because then if it goes down, you say, oh, I'm still earning compound interest on it, especially some of these high rates. So that can be really good. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my links below, the Patreon, exclusive Discord down below. If you want to get my trading course where I go over risk management, trading psychology, all the things I do to interpret these charts and place my trades, why I think the majority of people lose in this game, link in the description below. We're doing a discount right now, not as big as the last discount, but still a pretty good discount, so check that out. And if you want to get Market Cipher, link in the description below. Use my discount code down below. If you want to do FEMEXC BITGET, links in the description below. I believe it's the same promo that pretty much every YouTuber gives you. It's not a bad promo. And if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, link in the description below as well. All right, guys, have a good one. Goodbye.